today's gaming news, ArenaNet gives Guild Wars 2 bots the boot, launch copies of Metro Last Light include extra content, Valve looks to the community to create game guides, and Machinima.com lays off 10% of its staff just before Christmas. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is Friday, December the 14th, and my name is Force, here with today's gaming news. First up today, ArenaNet is taking steps using a variety of methods to give bots in Guild Wars 2 the boot. In a recent blog post, Guild Wars 2 security coordinator Mike Lewis discussed ArenaNet's recent efforts to eliminate bots from the game. Using a variety of tools and methods, they managed to eliminate more than 34,000 bots in the month of November alone. Besides manual observation by the GM staff, the company also works with data specialists building comprehensive tools that comb through player data to single out and eliminate bot accounts. Taking these steps has reduced the number of bots being reported per hour from 2,000 down to 20. As anyone who's ever played an MMO knows, bots can really ruin the experience. Not only do they destroy the in-game economy, but they're just annoying to have farming your stuff. So with ArenaNet taking this role and eliminating bots, at least you won't have to deal with people running around all day saying ni hao, ni hao, ni hao, unless they're actually Chinese, in which case you should probably say hello, you jerk. Next up in news, launch copies of Metro Last Light will include extra content. Pre-order and launch copies of Metro Last Light will be packaged as a limited edition, which will include a bonus Ranger Mode DLC along with a Ranger loadout. In Metro 2033, Ranger Mode meant you did more damage but had less ammo, so we expect something similar here. Also included with the limited edition is a modified Russian rifle, the AKS-74U, and extra military-grade bullets, the in-game currency. Metro Last Light is coming to the 360, PS3, and PC in March 2013. Moving on, Valve is currently looking to the community to help create game guides for Steam. Steam has begun a Game Guides beta available to members of the Steam Community Beta Group. Steam Game Guides will consist of community-created content allowing players to pool their game knowledge into one centralized location. Game Guides will be accessible through the Guides button under the Game Hub section of Steam. There you will be able to upload images, screenshots, and videos for your guide. Yo Steam, why you so useful? Seriously, this is getting out of hand and I think they're turning into a monopoly. As is, I pretty much order all of my games through the Steam service. If they start adding game guides, I'm not going to need to go to any other site. Don't they do news too? I'm pretty much obsolete. What the hell? Last up in news today, I've actually got some really sad news. Machinima.com has let go 10% of their staff just before the holidays. Not cool. Today, Machinima.com let go 10% of their workforce in a company reorganization resulting from what Machinima editor-in-chief called growing pains. News broke earlier today as prior Machinima employees took to Twitter announcing they had been fired seemingly without notice. An official statement was later released confirming this news and announcing that with the 23 jobs cut, 15 new positions in other areas are available. Now, for the sake of full disclosure, I have to let you know that I am a part of the Machinima network. That does not mean that I work for Machinima or that I'm a part of Machinima.com. I'm not actually employed by them. What technically is happening is that I'm contracted through them, which is what allows me to make video game content and monetize off that content here on YouTube. If I wasn't a part of the Machinima network, I'd be a part of a network like the Game Station, or IGN, or Curse's network. But anyone who produces game-related content and makes money off of it is a part of one of these networks. Now with that said, I have been a part of the Machinima Gaming Network for a little over 2 years now, and they've been fair to me and I've enjoyed the experience. I've never run into any issues and they've always had an open dialogue with me. However, with that said, that does not absolve them from all sins, and this is a pretty shitty situation. It's shitty enough to let people go without seemingly any notice. I mean, based on these Twitter messages, it doesn't look like they had a heads up. I thought industry standard was 2 weeks notice, or is that just not the case in the video game industry, or for Machinima in particular? But what's even worse is that they did this right before the holiday. Now, I understand that companies reorganize all the time, and Machinima is actually a very, very big company. But reorganization doesn't mean you have to be a dick about it. I mean, giving people a notice, especially before the holiday, just seems like common courtesy. Do these people not have a heart? Now, I'm not talking about all of Machinima, it's probably just some higher-up or a small group of people who decided to make this decision, but it was a pretty dick move, and I really feel bad for the people who lost their jobs today. So what I want to know from you guys today is, what do you think about all this business? Again, I understand companies reorganize, and I don't know, maybe they're still getting paid. Maybe they're getting 2 weeks of pay, they just don't have to work there anymore. I, at the very least, hope that that is the case, because if it isn't, it's a dick move. How many times have I said dick today? Too many. That's the fact. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up this episode. I'm sorry that it has to be on a somber note, but that is just the news for today. It is an unfortunate situation, and my heart goes out to anyone and their families who have lost their job. Thanks again for watching. If you like the content, please subscribe. And once again, this has been Force, and you've just been force-fed. I mean, I don't even have a joke to say today. That's how miserable I am about this. Look what you did. Look what you did, you little jerk. Normally, I say something somewhat mildly funny, but not even today. What can I... Oh, here's a joke. The guy who made this decision, he has a heart. Laugh it up. It's hysterical.